Hello everyone, good evening. Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes and then we will start the webinar. Hello everyone, this is Shubham Gandhi on behalf of FYERS. Welcomes you all to today's webinar, which we are hosting in association with Algomojo. We are glad to inform you that FYERS and Algomojo strengthening their ties by integrating the algo trading platform FYERS. Algomojo is a feature-rich algo trading terminal that offers execution and algo strategies, order management, and you can even place your orders from Amibroker, Excel, Tradingview, Python, Ninja Traders, MT4 or MT5, C#, and much more. The objective of this webinar is to discover the diverse possibilities of whether the algo trading platform catering to all the algo needs of traders. The session provides a brief overview of how to use Algomojo to automate your own trading strategies and take advantage of the platform. Today, we have with us Mr. Rajendran, founder of Market Calls and co-founder of Algomojo. He is a full-time derivative trader and have a decade of experience in designing quant trading systems and automated trading solutions. He and his team worked on the pool of fintech products like Algomojo, webinars, market calls, trade action, trade start, and option action to bring simplicity to the traders. So let us jump in right away, and I will pass you over to Rajendran. Rajendran, over to you.
Hi, Shubham. Thank you for providing an excellent opportunity to speak to the trading community. And I hope my audio and video quality is good enough to kickstart with the session.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and thanks for the wonderful introduction also. And a little bit about me. I've been not only we are running an algo trading platform, I'm also founder of the Market Calls as well. I've been writing about markets since 2007 onwards. And most of my core trading experience is on systematic trading, algorithmic trading. Right? I've been in the market since trading. Mostly, I'm more of an index derivative trader, trading this market since 2006 onwards. Now, of late, I also mostly focus on programming. Right from 2009 onwards, I started learning Amibroker AFL programming, and then of late 2015, 14-15 onwards, Tradingview Pine Street programming also started. So that is what today's agenda is all about. Today's agenda is all about how to build your automated trading using Algomojo, and of course, why exactly Algomojo, and how to automate a trading system using Tradingview, and how to automate a trading system using Amibroker, and some of the daily routine activities and best practices for automated trading, how you can use Algomojo and take advantage if you are a DIY trader. A DIY trader is like somebody who can create their own trading strategies. For such kind of DIY trader, how Algomojo efficiently help them to fasten up their automated trading ideas from design to automation, how they can easily come up with. So how FYERS users can access Algomojo? Particularly, they can go to fy.algomojo.com. Let me go and show you. I'll pull up an terminal here, fy.algomojo.com. I'm going to use one of the test trading terminal. So here you can straight away go and log in with FYERS. You have to enter your login credential. Obviously, it will redirect to the FYERS portal, and where you have to enter your login ID and password. So in my case, I already entered my login credentials. So here I can access the complete trading environment. This environment helps you not only to automate not only to run your automated trading strategies, you can also use this as a platform. It's more of a web-based platform. It is also, one can use this as a cloud-based trading terminal as well. Let's say I want to place a manual order. I can go and place a manual order from here, right? Or currently markets are closed. So maybe I'll try with gold petal. So gold petal, right? I can go and check out the market depth before placing the order. I can place the orders here right away, right from my screen. I can place it, and I can also go back and check the open positions over here. If the order is getting rejected or not. So right now it is in pending state. Maybe I'll try to do one more execution. I'll send a market order from here. So this is more of a manual order. But the best part is not about manual trading. Manual trading is there. You can also do it from your FYERS also. Simultaneously, you can log into your FYERS portal like trade.fyers.com. Simultaneously, you can also handle manual trading from FYERS also. But the best part here is, apart from manual controls, right? Algomojo also provides API controls over here. So you can use this API key and API secret key to punch automated orders from any of your trading applications. So the trading application which is supported by Algomojo are quite interesting. Like you can connect Algomojo using Tradingview, Amibroker, Python, MT4, MT5, Ninja Trader, Excel, even Google Spreadsheet, Microsoft Power Automation, C++, Java, C#, anything which is capable of communicating with APIs. So Algomojo has its own set of APIs. API is a kind of a tool which is used to communicate from your software to the broker, right? So Algomojo does that part. You can access the complete FYERS API documentation here. This documentation is totally unique for FYERS user. So you can access all the features of whatever we try to do manually, like placing order, placing multiple order, modify order, cancel order. Now, all those things, you can build your own application on top of it. Particularly if you are an user, like if you are an Amibroker user or a Tradingview user, you have a ready-made modules. Execution modules is what we say, which you can come up with your strategy. You can connect with our execution module, and it is very easy to automate. Right, so all those execution modules are available under the library. All those execution modules, like for example, if in case we are looking for an Amibroker module, you can go and check out the Amibroker module from the FYERS section. You can go and download it. So if you want to do chart-based trading or scanner-based trading in Amibroker, or if in case you want to do some button trading, or you want to do some button trading or smart order module trading. So various styles of trading are there. So spot to signals coming in futures, but execution you want to do it in options. Those kind of modules are already available under the Amibroker module section. We also have a special section for Tradingview users. If you are a Tradingview user, you can also go and download sample strategies. You can study those modules. It will be very easy to connect. It's kind of a plug and play kind of interface. Now, why particularly Algomojo? I'll tell you, it is very simple. You don't need to install anything. So you don't need to maintain any softwares as such. There's a minimal installation is required. Something like for Amibroker kind of tools, you need to do a bridge installation. Now, these kind of bridge installation, it's a one-time installation. If you are a first-time user, first time you are installing Algomojo, you can always go to the bridge section, obviously, AM bridge. It's common across the brokers. You can download this and you can follow the instructions here. In my case, it's already done. So download this bridge and install the bridge and follow the procedures over here. You're done. This bridge is not required in case of Tradingview, but if you are using tools like Amibroker or MetaTrader, Ninja Trader, they are not capable of communicating directly at this point in time, right? So we need a translator. The bridge will be acting like a translator where signals will be generating in Amibroker and the bridge will be transmitting it directly to the broker here. All right. So particularly why Algomojo is like Algomojo brings an easy to use interface and you can access it in any device. You can access Algomojo from your mobile, desktop, tablets. So of course, any modern browsers which are supporting, like particularly Chrome is what are recommended. Chrome and Firefox, they are recommended browsers. Or Microsoft Safari, all these are modern browsers these days. So Algomojo supports. So without any zero installation, you can kickstart Algomojo directly by signing up using the FYERS login credentials. All right. And of course, if in case anybody who's opening a trading account via Algomojo, they will enjoy a lifetime free access. And why Algomojo is like particularly reduced algo trading cost. So we are here to reduce the algo trading cost and the maintenance of the software tools. So you don't need to bother about all those things, right? And particularly how DIY traders. So most of the traders who are approaching us are programmers, even non-programmers also trying to approach. So particularly those who are non-programmers, they are having their own strategies in Amibroker or PineScript. So what we do is like we provide a kind of a plug and play kind of an execution module where they can easily connect their strategies so that their coding effort reduces. Otherwise, people will be running for code or searching for developers, putting in development effort, development time, right? So a lot of time, plenty of time has been wasted there. Plenty of money is also wasted there. So that is what we thought of reducing the coding effort. So generally we provide a ready-made plug and play connectivity where traders can connect their strategies with our execution module, and what the automation trading happens here. Of course, Algomojo also comes with an simplified and minimalistic design. So what most of the traders needs. It also provides a faster API connectivity to the brokers as well. And finally, an end-to-end support because the traders requirement, it differs from traders to traders. So we understand the trading needs of the traders, and then based upon the traders needs, what they want. So some traders, they want an connectivity. Some traders, they need some assistance in coding. Some traders, they need assistance in data. Some traders, they need assistance in installation, setup, so whatnot. So all kind of supports, complete end-to-end assistance we provide for the traders. In fact, we also maintain a free strategy library also. As of now, some minimalistic strategies are there. Going forward, we'll be adding more and more free strategy libraries as well. Let me tell you one thing. Algomojo does not run any strategy on behalf of you. You take the complete ownership. You run your strategies at your own place, or maybe in your own servers or in your own desktop. You have the complete access to your own trading strategy. You hold the complete ownership of your strategies. All right. Algomojo is kind of an intermediate platform which simplifies your algorithmic trading journey. Now we learned some of the features over here, right? So let's fast forward directly to one of the important feature. One is order logs and order books. Maybe I'll show you. You might be able to see the order logs and order books as well. So if I go to the order log section, this order log section contains orders which are generated from Amibroker or Tradingview. It's more of an automated orders. Only automated orders, you'll be able to see it over here. This facility is provided to the traders so that they can back verify what are the orders which are generated from Amibroker. Is it coming to order log or not? Likewise, any orders which are generating from Amibroker or Excel or anything which is generated from external tools, it is reaching Algomojo. All those orders, you can verify it and you can validate it. Mostly you can use it for auditing purpose. If you want, you can also download it. That particular day's data will be available. So next day it will be refreshed, and totally you have to you have to take and completely, and a new set of data will be coming in tomorrow. So the same day itself, all those order logs will be erased on the same day. It is provided for auditing purpose. And order book contains, it's as good as the same orders that we are getting from the broker. So any orders generated from the brokers also available, broker side also, I mean, any orders that you placed from your broker trading terminal, like from a FYERS trading terminal, is also available here. Any orders that you are placing manually from here, which is also available here, or any orders which are placed via automation also, all those things will be available under the order book, trade book, and position book. This order book, trade book, position book is exactly ditto as your FYERS trading terminal, right? Now let me show you particularly if you are a Tradingview user. Now what are the things one should continue? Why particularly Tradingview is suitable for beginners? If you ask me, right, I've been coding in various platforms. Amibroker, I've been coding for more than a decade now. Pine script coding, which is what Tradingview supports, I've been coding for more than 5+ years now. And MetaTrader, MT4, MT5, Ninja Trader, Python. So you name any popular tool, most of the popular tool I had done at least one coding. And also I had coded for a couple of institutions as well. However, Tradingview is something which is very much attractive. Particularly, it is suitable for beginners who want to kickstart their automated trading career. That too at a very, very cheaper cost. And one reason is like Tradingview comes up with a high quality institutional grade data set. Like you will be getting in free access to NSE equity, NSE futures, MCX futures. Obviously, they are not supporting options at this point in time, right? But options charts, you can also get it from the FYERS trading terminal itself. FYERS trading terminal provides complete access to the Indian instruments. But however, right, if you're having some custom design strategies in your mind, right, you can directly approach tradingview.com. The reason is it is easy to practice trading automation, right? So designing trading systems are very easy. You can easily test and bug-free codings in Tradingview. You can control your trading automation from any device. So once automation is running in Tradingview, let me pull up a Tradingview charts over here. I can access Tradingview from my desktop. I can access Tradingview from my mobile, and I can access Tradingview from my what? I can also access Tradingview from my any devices basically. So I don't need actually Tradingview to run. Once I set my automation, I don't need my Tradingview to run at all. Once you logged into FYERS fy.algomojo.com, right? The moment you're logging into fy.algomojo.com, automatically you are authorizing automated trading. Any automated trading in your account, you're allowing using your API key and API secret key. So absolutely no software installation is required for Tradingview also. And Tradingview complete automation runs in the cloud. Once you set, it's kind of a set and forget from the Tradingview side. And the FYERS account on a daily basis, you have to log in into fy.algomojo.com. That is the only thing, that only manual thing that you have to do it. Let's say I'll go and pull up tradingview.com here. Tradingview.com. So here I'm going to go and pull up a Nifty or Bank Nifty charts over here. Bank Nifty index futures. If in case if you are looking for an kind of a module, a ready-made module, which will do the buy and sell kind of things. So here, you know, right, Tradingview is one of the top 100 websites in the world. In fact, last time I checked, they are top 65 website in the world. More than millions of users. I mean, bunch of millions of users. Last time I checked, more than 5 to 7 millions of users. They are globally using Tradingview, right from retail traders to institutional traders. Mostly they are using Tradingview. So here you can design your own trading strategy using the Pine script editor. You can write your own trading strategies, right? So if in case if you are looking for the very first time, you want to try it out some sample strategies, you can always go to fy.algomojo.com. From here, once you logged in, you can always go to the AM library section. From the AM library section, you can go to the Tradingview modules. From the Tradingview modules, you can go and download the FYERS for FYERS Tradingview module here. So I'm going to download this code. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it to my I'm going to bring it to my script. I'm going to save this. I'll save this. I'll give a name also. Super Trend Algomojo trading strategy, or like Super Trend trading strategy with target and stop loss FYERS. Okay, I'll just give a name, something like this. I'll save it. You have to save the strategy. Now, once you save the strategy, right? I'll also explain the modules. What are those modules? What the module does it? I'll add to the chart. So this is a very simple strategy. You know that Super Trend is a common strategy. However, this strategy, what I had made is I had created a comprehensive controls. So you can you can add to this strategy, you can add your API key, API secret key, your client ID. Obviously, all those details are available in the FYERS platform. If you go to my API section, I can go and do those settings. First thing is like all about settings. I'll enter my client ID. I enter my API key. I enter my API key. I enter my API secret key as well, right? And I'll select the broker name FYERS. And I'll also give a strategy name, super trend strategy. So trading symbol, let's say currently, right, crude oil is live. So I'll try to punch crude oil over here. I'll change the symbol to crude oil because crude oil is live. Here is crude oil futures. Okay. So I can go and set a couple of controls over here. I better switch to dark theme. I'll prefer using something like 5-minute charts. I'll go to the settings. First thing is all about implementing the settings properly. You just select what exchange that you want to implement, let's say MCX, and trading symbol. If you don't know the trading symbol, obviously you can go and get it from the terminal itself. Here, there is a watch list is available here. So you can go to the watch list. From the watch list, you can go and select those symbols. Let's say something like crude oil Jan futures, you can always go and get those values. Exactly the same value is what you can copy it without any space. You can go and bring those values over here, right? So that is a trading symbol here. Exchange is MCX. So, you know, MCX value is available next to that. That is exact value. You're going to key in over here as well. And then later on quantity, how many quantities that you want to make a trade, like whatever the quantity that you want to place, you can always go and place those values over here. So accordingly, that quantity, let's say I'm just, for time being, I'm just putting in 1 lot over here. Or maybe if you want to punch 5 lots, always you can go and punch the 5 lots over here. By default, it's going to be market order and product type. It's up to you what kind of orders you want. If you want an intraday, then you can go and choose intraday. Or if you want to carry forward, you can select normal. Normal means carry forwarding in futures. If you want to carry forward in equity, you can always use delivery. Or if in case, if you want to if you're having margin, this margin is different. Like this is not the margin order which FYERS uses. This margin is like for the traders who want to use margin in equities, right? So normal is the one if in case if you're planning to carry forward for next day in futures or in options. That is the control one have to use it over here. Now, once the settings are done, once the super trend settings are done, if in case if you want to make it intraday, you can also select intraday and you can select the start time and end time. So let's say I want to close the strategy by 23:00. So exactly I want to exit my strategy around 11 o'clock. Any open positions are there, I want to close by 11 o'clock because 11:30 or 11:45 is where the MCX market closes. And then if in case if I want a stop loss, I can also have a stop loss controls as well. Fixed stop loss, percentage stop loss, volatility stop loss, right? Now, this particular code has been provided so that you can design your own strategy. You can connect your strategy. More or less the modules are very much same. I have a block 1 module. So this block 1 module, you can connect to your strategy, which will give you those API controls, API key controls, all those order controls are available here, which trading instrument that you want to trade. I'm also having a library, right? So this library here, it works only with version 5. So obviously, if you are a version 5 user, these modules are very much supported, very easy to connect. You have to copy the entire block 1, block 2, and block 3 module. You have to attach with the code, right? Once you're done with that block 3 modules, block 1, block 2, and block 3 modules, then your strategy comes in. And finally, it ends up with an execution module. Block 4 is the execution control, which will translate from Tradingview signals into automation. So directly, this is the main module which fires orders from Tradingview directly into the FYERS account, right? So basically, this module is very important module. So once all the settings are done, now what I should do? Let me tell you something. I'll just remove the existing alerts so that I'll keep all the alerts section blank. So once all the settings are done, maybe I'll also go and do some more settings as well. I enabled the target and stop loss also. I kept the target and stop loss currently at where? So 10-point stop loss and 20 points target is what I kept. And tick size, I just set at 1. The super trend, I'm going to set like 2 is what I'm going to set as a super trend multiplier, so that will bring me some quick, faster change in signals. It'll be changing the signals very much faster. Now, once all the settings are done, I'm going to click on add to the super trend. Here, you have to enable the webhook feature over here. Maybe if this webhook feature is not available in the free version, so one have to use the paid version of Tradingview, or if you are a first time user, you always get a 30 days of free trial in Tradingview. Right, so this webhook feature is where you have to use the webhook URL. This webhook URL is quite unique for FYERS. So you can get those webhook URL always by going to the AM API section. From the AM API section, you can go and get the place order. So this is a link. You can copy it and you can bring it into the webhook section. So that is what I had placed over here. And alert, I'm going to give an alert saying like FYERS automation or FYERS super trend automation, right? And the messaging part is going to be very simple. I'm going to add only strategy.order.alert_message. No matter what, generally this is the only information that we'll be posting in under the message section, right? So this will automatically translate the orders which is coming from Amibroker, from Tradingview directly into automation orders. I'll click on create, and that's it. Now, any buy sell signals which are coming from Tradingview, right? Those orders will be automatically pushed into the FYERS account. So this alerts is the one which is the backbone for the automation. Charting is nowhere related to automation. Anything that you are creating, all the controls, whatever controls you are doing, check once all the controls are perfect. Now, the moment any signals are going to happen, the signal will be immediately reflecting under the FYERS account. You can directly check in your FYERS application also, FYERS mobile application also, or at fy.algomojo.com, provided you are already logged into fy.algomojo.com from mobile device or any of the device, you should log in, right? And very soon we'll be launching our own Algomojo mobile application as well. We are already working towards that. So very shortly we'll be getting access to the Algomojo mobile application also. So maybe for time being, what I'll do, I'll try to, here the data is getting updated pretty much slower. So I'll go to 15-minute time frame. Okay, so 15 seconds. So 15 seconds is what I'm having. I'm having access to premium version. So where maybe we can expect some faster signals. I'll go and do the settings like 1, so that I can show some live signals, live execution. So 1, maybe this could be generating a very fast signals, very faster orders we can generate. I'll pass this alert. If I don't want, I can always pass the alert over here, right? And then I'll create one more alert. There's a triple dot. You can see that I can go and click on the alert, and I can also go back and place like FYERS test automation. Okay. Test automation. I'll create it. If in case if you want an email alert or any other form of alert also, you can add those alerts as well. So I had added the alert here. So if at all, let the signal happen so that I can show you, I can demonstrate how the signals are getting fired under Algomojo. So now I'll go a little bit back. So right, Tradingview comes with an 30 days of free trial for automation. Generally, you need a minimum of Pro version. Pro version requires like $14.95 per month. That is what the pricing itself. And maybe Pro plan, you can run up to 20 server-side alerts. I'm not sure now, 20 or 30, probably they had a little bit increased. But Pro Plus, they come up with some 100 server-side alerts, and Premium, right, you can run up to 400 server-side alerts. So I think 20 server-side alert in the sense, all the indicators will be backed up in the alert section. Alert section, they'll be running their own indicators with that particular parameter. So that is no way connected to the charts. So once the alert is set, you can automatically close Tradingview. You don't need to look into Tradingview at all. Right? Even you can pass the alert. If in case if you don't want to run the strategy, you can always go and pass the alert. I think one order has been already got fired here. Let's check it out. If I go to order book, I should be able to see that the particular crude oil future is getting rejected. Here it is rejected because it's a test account. Margin is not there, of course. And the order log section, you'll be able to see that transaction. What exactly, how much orders are coming from Algomojo, right? So how many orders are getting fired, right? What is the status? Why the rejection is happening? Completely everything will be captured over here, including the timestamp. Hey, you know exactly when the order is getting fired, when the order getting fired in Tradingview, right? When the order is getting fired in Tradingview, when exactly the order is getting reached over here. Complete execution, complete end-to-end execution process. You'll be able to see that. And you will be able to see it as good as you are watching from your trading terminal itself. So I think one more order got triggered over here. So it hardly doesn't take much of a time here. Instantly the orders will get fired. All right. So for time being, I'll pass the alert. Right. So I just want to show, the purpose is to show that how faster the execution is happening. So one more order got triggered over here. This is going to be an buy one. So sell one it is actually. So one buy signal happened and one sell signal happened so far. Now, one major important understanding that you need to understand here is if you are using Tradingview for the very first time, right? Your question will be like, hey, my quantity, the quantity which I entered is 5, right? You see that the quantity which I entered is 5, but it's getting triggered for 10. It's saying like twice the quantity is what getting triggered. You see that the twice the quantity is what getting triggered. So the +2 -2 indicates what? It is doubling the position every time. So to reverse the position, it is what happening. But when you are executing for the very first time, the strategy itself should fire only one time of the order only, right? So in that case, what one can do, I'll switch back to something like 5 minutes. So today, first signal, if you could see, first signal, probably it is taking the one quantity. If it is the first entry, it is always taking a first quantity. So when the day is starting, obviously it will take the first quantity if it is an intraday strategy. But if in case, if you don't want an intraday strategy, let's say you don't want an intraday strategy here. So I can switch off intraday so that it becomes positional. If it is a positional trading system, right? So in this case, right, it is going to be a kind of a positional trading system over here. So at times what will happen here is like, if you don't have a target and stop loss, let's say I don't have I'm also disabling the target and stop loss also. So if I don't want a stop loss and target, I can disable it always. It will be a plain vanilla super trend based positional carry forward based trading system. Always it will reverses the position. So always you can see that the +2 and -2 is what you're going to see over here, right? So +2 means it will try to buy double the times of quantity. -2 means it will try to sell double the times of quantity always. So it will be kind of a stop and reverse kind of trading system. But my first entry always has to take the one time only. So how I can control it? That control you can do it using the backtesting controls. If you go to the backtesting controls over here, I can go and set the current month and the day as like current day. So today day is like 14 and the year is like 2022. So once I set this, right, I'll press OK here. Now you can see that the very first day, today's first trade itself, it is a sell, it's sell signal, but it is selling only one time of the quantity. And later on, it starts doubling the position. So it is reversing the position. From short, it is reversing to buy. From buy, it is reversing to short. So that is how the intelligence is getting built up over here. So maybe, let's say you are starting fresh. Then in that case, what you should do, before the day starting itself, you should start creating the strategies. So what one have to do here is like, let's say tomorrow you are trying to set. Today it's already done. So maybe tomorrow, if you want to start fresh, you can always go to the settings. Remember, first settings has to be done, then only alert has to be created. After the alert creation, you cannot change the parameters. If you want to change the parameters, you have to delete the alert. You have to recreate the settings and again create the alert. So here, I just change it to 15 over here. If I change it to 15, obviously, what will not happen here is that you will not see any of those signals. Means any fresh signals starting from tomorrow, only from tomorrow only, the automated orders will happen. So now I'll go and do what? I'll go and add an alert. I'll go and do the same settings. I'll go and do that double quotation strategy So if you don't know, if you are not able to remember what things that you need to fill, if you know that strategy alert message, you can always get it from the question mark. You click on the question mark, you can get those placeholders over here. If you scroll down, you'll be seeing a strategy alert controls. One among them is the strategy.order.alert_message. This is the only thing that you have to copy it and then you have to bring it over here, right? And FYERS automation. So you can say like crude oil, create. So that will solve the issue. So you will not see any signals today, but tomorrow is what your algo is going to start. So tomorrow onwards, when the first signal is going to happen, it will take only once, and next time onwards, it will start doubling. This is very much required for a positional trading strategies. For an intraday strategy, you don't need. If you are properly coding, if you're having a proper time-based controls, proper logic, maybe you don't need to bother about backtesting controls at all. This backtesting controls is specifically we had provided for the positional traders. If you are an intraday trader, as I said, you don't need to bother about that. You can keep whatever the value it is, like 2018, and you enable intraday controls, and you can start working on your orders. Right. So the same thing, whatever the signals are getting triggered, the same thing you can also see it in the strategy tester also. Strategy tester is a backtesting tool. So you can go and backtest for something like Bank Nifty. Let's say I'll go to Bank Nifty over here. You can go and backtest that particular strategy before initiating any trades. Something like Super Trend, I'll go and enable the basic controls over here. And what you can do here is you can go and check whether how the strategy is performing over a period of time, something like a 15-minute time frame, something like if you want to run positionally, like how the strategy itself behaving over a period of time, that you can go and check it out. Right. So in my case, right, I'm able to backtest up to 1,985 trades, right? Not 10 trades or 2 trades. It covers almost some couple of years, some 2.5 years of data. It covers for backtesting, and you'll be able to see the win rate. You can see the risk, reward, everything that you'll be able to see. So once the strategy itself fine, you can go and deploy those strategy very easily. Of course, one beautiful thing about Tradingview, right? A lot of open source strategies are available. Almost 1,000+ strategies are available. So all those strategies you can get it from, if you go to Tradingview scripts, probably if you search, maybe you'll be able to land in Tradingview strategy signals and technical indicators. Here you can find a lot of open source indicators, premium indicators, right? Free indicators, paid indicators, all those things are available here. So if you go for open source only and you go and search strategies, plenty of strategies are there to automate. You can check before executing the trading system, you can go and check which strategy fits for your model, right? And then you can start automating those strategies. So that is something very interesting concept. But remember, whenever you're automating it, it is version 4 or version 5. Those kind of strategies are very easy to automate. However, version 3 and version 2, it is possible, but still it is slightly difficult to automate. Now, what are the other kinds of automation which is possible? Let me tell you, very simple. You can also do a line-based automation also. For example, let's say I want to run a simplified execution based on, I want to draw a line and then I want to transmit orders. That kind of automation also you can do. Let's say I want to right click, I want to add an alert at this price level. When it is crossing up, I want to trigger an order. So enter the same webbook URL, place order, right? The place order, I'm able to get it from here. So I'll copy the entire information and then I'll bring it over here. This is the information that I need to key in, right? So let's say I'll open a new notepad. Just do a little bit of processing before transmitting into orders. So this is the message I am going to send from Tradingview to FYERS. FYERS will convert automatically into orders. So I have to enter my API key, API secret key. Obviously, I can get it from my trading terminal. I can go to fy.algomojo.com. So I'll go to my API section, right? So if you're a first-time user, you have to generate the API so that you'll be able to generate those APIs here. Otherwise, you don't need. Once it is generated, you can keep those API key and API secret key. It is as good as like having a trading account password, so don't expose it. If you feel like it is exposed, always there is a regenerate secret key option is there. You can always go and regenerate those things. right? So API key and API secret key are posted. So I'll say like kind of a trend line alert. I'll give a symbol name. We know the symbol name, right? It is MCX colon. The M6 colon. It is, since it is crude oil, I'll go to the dashboard. I'll go and get the symbol name from here. When it comes to FYERS, the format itself like exchange colon the symbol name, right? Exchange colon crude oil. So that is what I'm just using over here. And quantity is going to be whatever the quantity of your choice. Order type. So order type, if you don't know what kind of orders you want, most likely people go for market orders. So if you want to go for a market order, the value 2 is what you have to fill it. So in my case, I filled 2 market order. Side is like 1 for buy and -1 for sell. So in my case, I'm going to buy it. So I'll mention 1 as well. Product, I want to make it as an intraday order. And all those things are regular parameters. You can go and see the complete description, what you want to fill. This messaging format is what you want to send if you want to trigger any manual orders. I mean, a touch of a line or a break of a trend line, if you want to do, I'll say like a trend line alert, trend line automation. That's it. So now if the trend line is getting crossed, like you can see that I'll bring the trend line over here. I think probably this kind of automation is also possible in FYERS also. Like FYERS, since it supports Tradingview based trading terminal, it's also supported. But still, the beauty here is you can not only do a horizontal line, you can also draw a trend line also. You can draw a trend line alert here. For example, I can draw a horizontal trend line, and I can, sorry, not a horizontal trend line. Just excuse me. I'll go and bring an trend line here, regular trend line. If this trend line is going to get broken, maybe I want to trigger an order. So what I'll do, I'll click on the trend line. I click on that level. I create an alert, right? So if that trend line is crossing up, so obviously you can select that, select the line, and then create the alert and enter those, what are the values that we created, right? So you can create a horizontal alert. As of now, I'll remove the horizontal alert here. Horizontal alert, I'll just remove this horizontal alert. I'll remove it. Maybe I'll keep only the trend line alone, because horizontal alert is already possible with Tradingview itself. I mean, in Tradingview terminal itself, but trend line alert is not possible. You see that the moment I create a trend line, you will also see a clock over here. That means it's a trend line alert. So you can also double click and you can change the alert also, alert settings. You can go and change it. You can say like a trend line alert, trend line alerts. Okay, and you just give a name to that. I'll also bring it very closer. Maybe if that levels are gonna get broken, it instantly will trigger an alert. Anytime if you want, you can adjust those levels. And in that alert controls, right, you can also notify, right, how many times you want to trigger the alert. Only once. So generally people go for only once only. So once you set and forget, automatically when that level of alert, whenever it's getting triggered, it will be automatically translated into an order. That's a very interesting one. Probably I'll get even more closer to that. Maybe we can try with something like 15 seconds kind of thing, where we can get some faster signals. Let's see. Oh, this is Bank Nifty, right? Of course, Bank Nifty, maybe I'll try with crude oil. Okay. So this is with Bank Nifty. I'll do one thing. I'll delete this alert. I'll recreate the crude oil charts. The crude oil is what currently running live. Bank Nifty is not crude oil. I'll try to create a simplified trend line. I'll go with some 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Get some trend line. Maybe an upside breakout kind of trend line I'll try to prefer. Right, so for faster execution, I'm just keeping an very closer trend line. Ensure that whatever the settings, whatever the orders that you want to pass, the API key, API secret key, data. So what is that strategy name, symbol name? All the settings are proper. Once settings are proper, when alerts are proper, touch of the levels automatically, the order will get executed. Maybe I'll do one thing. I'll try to bring even closer to the charts. Maybe I'll try to go to 15 seconds, where we can easily trigger the orders at the touch of the level. I'll bring it very closer. Maybe if that trend line, the trend line, I give a different color, something like in blue color. So this trend line, if it is gonna get broken, maybe if it is gonna broke on the upside, we will get a buy trigger. Let's wait. One candle already happened down above that, and that alert is what getting triggered over here. So once alert get triggered, automatically you'll be able to see in the order log section, instantly you'll be able to see those orders getting fired in over here. It's a buy signal which got fired exactly 16:46:57. Exactly, it got fired over here. Very instantly you'll be able to see that. Typically the execution will be anywhere between 200 milliseconds to 1 second. So it depends upon the bandwidth of the internet. Anywhere between 200 milliseconds to 1 second it could take, regardless of whichever the trading terminal that you're using here for automation, whether you're using Excel or you're using Python or you're using Amibroker or you're using TradingView. It's very easy to bring those controls. Now, maybe let's say if you are an Amibroker user, let's discuss a little bit about Amibroker also. Let's say in Amibroker, right? Amibroker is also one of the fantastic tool, but it is more of a desktop-based tool, particularly works on a Windows environment. If you want to do some large-scale automation, right, what one can do here is, it's a very simplified way to connect. You can always go and bring some test strategy. I'm going to bring test strategies here. I'm going to bring the test strategy from the AM library. So under AM library, right, we also have a strategy module where we'll be adding more and more strategies in the section. As of now, we are having strategy section, indicator section. So more strategies and indicators will be added to the library. As of now, we have a very minimal set. So you can go and test, let's say something like a super trend intraday strategy you want to download, you can download from here and copy that particular code and put it into, let's say I'm going to bring it into my Amibroker. My Amibroker folder is like C drive, program files, Amibroker, formulas, right? Formulas. And inside here, I'm just posting inside Algomojo folder, FYERS. So this is where I'm just pasting the indicator. Okay. So now from here, I'll drag it out. I'll just bring that thing from FYERS. I just bring down that indicator, super trend, I drag and drop. You know that you'll be getting that indicators with buy and sell. So I have 5-minute charts. Now, from an automation perspective, right? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply drag and drop the module. So one of the module which we'll be using here is the smart order module. I just simply drag and drop. That will convert any strategy into an automation code. So this by readily it brings an automated controls. You rightly go to parameters. You have those FYERS control, API key, API secret key, client ID, and the strategy controls like which exchange you want to fire, or what symbol that you want to fire, how many quantities, market order or a limit order. You just set it and then you can easily automate those strategies. For something like Nifty futures, right? I'll just show you the demonstration of a Nifty futures. One good thing about TradingView and Amibroker is like both supports bar replay, but only in Amibroker bar replay you can simulate before testing live. You can before running a live execution, you can always test this particular strategy. You can backtest it, you can test it, you can simulate the execution before actually doing a live trading, right? So let's say something like an API key and API secret key. I'm going to get it from here. I'll go to the my API section. From here, I'll get the API key, API secret key, and obviously the strategy name. What is the symbol name? Symbol name is like you know that for Nifty futures, I need to go and get the symbol. If you don't know the symbol, always it's pretty simple. You can go and get it from Nifty FUT. Just simply type Nifty FUT, you'll be able to get the Nifty Jan contract, and you will be able to, once the contract got added, automatically you'll be able to get those symbol as well, like the very same symbol. You'll be able to get those things. Go to the market depth. From here, maybe you'll be able to copy the symbol and bring it to your Amibroker, paste it out. I know you might be having a lot of questions. I'll also take questions one by one as well, end of the session. So I'm going to make it like intraday strategy, market order, and I'm going to select one quantity, enable the algo. The moment I enable the algo, Amibroker is capable of sending automated orders to Algomojo. Algomojo in turn quickly convert that into an order and it transmits to FYERS account. So I'll also show you a sample execution process, how the execution happens. I'll go to the order log on the left side. I'm going to keep order log on the left hand side, and I'm going to keep Amibroker on the right hand side. I'm going to do a simulation for testing purpose, right? I'm going to use 1 minute time frame charts, and I also go and control the number of signals that I want to get it, like something like I want to have some 5 signals per day. I can go and control those signals as well. Right, so for time being, what I'll do, I'll reset all. I'll keep limit the order as like number of 2 only. I have to get the API key and API secret key again. API key. Oops, I just accidentally resetted those values. Just quickly setting those values again. You know, right, exchanges, NSE for equity also, for futures also, when it comes to FYERS. Okay. So load those values. And quantity, I'm going to set like 50 lots, 50 shares. And I enable the algo. I'll press OK. So now I want to go and simulate the price action over here. I'll go and simulate, maybe I'll simulate today's price action. Today's price action, today is like 14th. So I'm going to select 14 and 15 over here. And I want to simulate it. So any signal which is happening. So signal happens on close of the candle when it comes to super trend.
Order placed.
You can see that the moment it is triggering the order, you'll be able to see that order instantly happening over here. Instantly order is getting placed, but broker FYERS will reject any orders which are placed after market hours. FYERS is rejecting. That is a very good approach what FYERS is doing, because that will stay away from unwanted orders hitting the exchange post market hours, unnecessarily coming and abusing it. So totally it's a very wonderful mechanism what FYERS had built on that. Let me play the action over here. You can also see what Amibroker is transmitting. What are those messages Amibroker is transmitting? You can also see it by go to the window section and enable the log. So go to the trace tab. Under trace tab, you can go and see. By default, you have to go to the traced output and enable the internal and external logs so that you'll be able to see that. So maybe any new orders are coming in, you'll be able to see it. What message is transmitted from FYERS account to Algomojo, and what Algomojo had received, everything you will be able to check it out one by one. You can go and compare it. Whatever you are transmitting from Amibroker, is it reaching Algomojo or not? What time Amibroker transmitted, what time I received, all those time level details will be able to see it from here. All right. So, and moreover, the smart order module, right? The smart order module, what I'm using is a smart order module. Now, all those smart order module, you'll be able to get it from here. You'll be able to get it from AIM library. Go to the AIM library. From the AIM library, you will be able to go to the Amibroker modules. So from here, a variety of modules are there. Like as I said, test order module, this is for testing. For the first time user, you can go and test it out. And charting module user, this is mostly for intraday users. If you are an intraday user, you can directly connect this, drag and drop this particular strategy on top of your intraday strategy. Your strategy have to be a proper intraday strategy, then only you have to drag and drop it. Just drag and drop, that's more than, that is a more than thing that a trader has to do, and then you configure it and start doing an automation process. Right, so that's why if in case if you are doing an exploration module, then we are having an exploration module. And if there is a button trading module, if you are a user who want to do a button based trading, I'll show a button based trading here. This is very impressive one, like the same thing kind of, and I'll go and add the code. So you can go and add the code on top of the chart. If you are an Amibroker user, right? In our Indian market, we have a lot of Amibroker users. So if you are an Amibroker user who are using for your trading analysis, what one can do here is one can go and enable the algo, and they can start with a click of a button, they can able to transmit those orders from here, right? So all you have to do is enter the API key, API secret key, and with the press of a button, you'll be able to transmit those orders. This is a very legacy button-based trading. There's also modern button-based trading is also there. So I'll show you this legacy button-based trading, how it works, and modern button-based trading, how it works. So I'll pull up the modern button-based trading over here. I'll go and download it, and then I'll go and open the code, copy the code, and then I'll come over here and add the button trading over here. So now, right, this with the click of a button, I'll be able to transmit the shares. So let's say I'll go over once again, I'll go back to Algomojo. I'll go to my API section. I'll go and get the API key. I'll go and get the right click. I'll go to parameters. I'll be able to set those values over here, API key and then API secret key. So those are the primary things. Copy it and then paste it. Right, so I can set those values, and once the values are set automatically, let's say something like Nifty futures, I want to select Nifty futures here. So I'll go and get the Nifty futures value, symbol name. I can go and get it from here. Ensure that while you're copying and pasting, no extra spaces are getting copied. Set the quantity. And now with a click of a button, right, you'll be able to, with a click of a button, you'll be able to transmit the message. So this is the message that we are transmitting. With a click of a button, I'm just instructing Algomojo to buy 50 shares. And if I sell, automatically 50 shares sell will be getting executed over here. So all those things you'll be able to see it. And the very same thing will be available under the order logs as well. It's how instant it happens. I'll show you. Like one side I'm having order log, and the other side I'm having an Amibroker. So if I click on one side, you can see that the very instantly it is triggering over here. And if I say sell, and the very next instant you'll be able to see it over here. So it's pretty much faster, and you can control it manually also. You can see the price action, or you can add your own indicators in Amibroker. Right, you can add your own indicators, or you can have your own trading system, but still you can take an kind of a semi-automatic approach. Click of a button, you want to transmit an order, or a click of a button, you want to transmit and sell order. That's totally doable. And one more main question that we do get from the users is like, let's say my account is also there, my mom's account is also there. Now, how I can run in my mom's account also simultaneously? Like, what are the things that I need to do? Let's say if in case you are already having the strategy, right? Once you added the strategy code, right? What one have to do here is, let's say, I'll add it to the code. I'll apply it. So once the strategy already it is configured, I'll remove all the alerts. See, do the parameter settings. Let's say your account and maybe your brother's account. So you can go and do the settings over here, enter your API key. So let's say your API key and your API secret key you are entering, and press OK, you create the alert, right? You create the alert, you know, right? You have to enter those strategy dot order dot alert underscore message. You enter this. This will be running under your account. Let's say my account. FYERS. I'll create it, and then once again what I'll do, I'll go and add one more alert, probably my wife account or something. I can add one more alert for automation, right? I can add one more alert. Before that, do the settings. Always don't forget the settings over here, FYERS, and then select your, let's say, enter your wife API key or brother's API key or API secret key, and then enable the algo. And press OK, create the alert. That's it. So simultaneously, you can run any number of accounts over here. That is how it has been designed. So FYERS, like bro's account, or your wife's account, or your mom's account. Easily you can connect it. Simultaneously, there'll be two strategies will be running. So when alerts are getting triggered, two alerts will be getting triggered. Imagine I can have up to 400 alerts in a premium section, or if you're a pro user, you can go up to 20 plus alerts. So depending upon your plan, the historical backfill will be available. More the strategies you can make it up, Or if you want to run the same strategy in multiple symbols, right now crude oil is running the same strategy, you want to run it in let's say Nifty futures or something, you can select Nifty futures, and then that particular instrument, go and say what instrument that you want to trade. Let's say Nifty 22 Jan FUT, and then set the exchange, all those information, set the quantity, set right, set the API key, API secret key, press OK, and you go and create the alert, right? So that is how it is. Like it is like Nifty futures automation. Create the alert. You can create as many alerts you want. Whenever you feel like you should stop the strategy, always you have a control. This pass control, you can pass it not only from the desktop, you can also pass it from the mobile application. Also, if you install any Android or iOS devices, if you install Tradingview application, you can also pass those alerts. You can start those alerts whenever you want, right? Let me take a couple of questions here. Shubham, shall we take questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
We have received many questions in Q&A tab.
Last questions are here. I'll come one by one. Pramod is asking, will the recording will be available? I guess
yes, that will be available
in the YouTube channel, if I'm not wrong.
Right? Yes, that will be available on our YouTube channel.
Komal is asking about, are there any charges for placing orders from Algomojo? So if anybody who's opening a trading account via FYERS, it will be totally free of cost. FYERS, but any of the existing users of FYERS who already having an existing account with FYERS platform, they want to use it, they have to, there is a small subscription fee we kept for them. Like it is kind of a monthly is like 999 plan, and yearly we had kept it like 599, which averages out to 500 rupees per month. That is the average cost, which is inclusive of taxes. Rajesh is asking, what does an API means? See, API means application programming interface. It is a kind of a software communication layer, which is used to talk from one application to another application. Like Tradingview, it want to send order to FYERS. So how do we communicate? So that API is the communication layer. These days, most of them are web-based API communication. Most of the popular modern business, they run on APIs. Businesses like Google, Facebook, NSE India, brokers like FYERS, all those people, they switch to this API-based communication. All right. So that way, automation itself possible via API-based trading. How Algomojo is different? If you ask me, that is a question BHJ is asking. Right, it is more of a complete end-to-end, fully automated trading platform. You can connect your strategies. You can design your own strategies in Tradingview. You can backtest it, and you can just connect with Algomojo. That will be automatically placing orders to the broker. I mean, to FYERS. Will you give ready-to-use strategy? By default in Algomojo, you're not going to find any of the ready-made strategies. Most of the strategies are available under the free section. We'll be adding more and more free libraries, which we find like maybe it's having a decent edge in the markets. Right? However, we recommend DIY traders to come up and design their own strategies, or if they are having strategies in your mind and you're not able to code, you can always approach our design team. They will be helping us in collecting the requirement in a plain vanilla format, and then we'll convert into an automated execution code for you.
Can I place straddle like strategy using Algomojo? Samir is asking.
Yes, it is possible, but then we are very soon we'll be launching those straddle modules also. We're already in the design phase, so we'll be releasing those more and more modules we'll be releasing for FYERS. Straddle, yes, it is possible. Not only straddles, any multi-leg execution with target, stop loss, all those things are possible with Algomojo. But then the coding effort is there. That coding effort, once it is done, we'll be releasing those modules so that the users can access those modules without any development effort. They can straight away, they can start using those modules. But at this point in time, yes, straddle modules are not available in FYERS, but yes, maybe next week we are planning to launch it. Now, many traders request is like signals are coming in futures. Like I want to execute in options. Is it possible? Yes, that is also possible. I'm going to show you a small demonstration on that. Let's say I want to run in Bank Nifty. Signal is in futures, but I want to execute in options, maybe something like in the money options or at the money options. So if you are such a kind of trader, then from Tradingview itself, you can do the execution. You can always go to the application over here. So from Algomojo portal, you can go to AM library. From the AM library, you can reach to strategies, modules. From the modules, go to TradingView modules. Initially, we started with FYERS, so you can go and download it for FYERS, where the signals will be coming in futures or spot, and you can execute the orders in options. So more or less, I'll go and add the code. It's a new code, so I'll bring a new code over here, copy and paste the code. I'll save the code, and let's say Super Trend Intraday Strategy Options module. More of an options module here. So if you're an option, if you are having your own strategy and you want to connect with options, so you have to connect with those block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. You need to know how to handle those block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, how to handle that. So block 1 is very simple. Block 1 brings order controls. So you'll be able to, once I added the strategy, right? Let me add it to the chart. You'll be able to do what? You'll be able to see those strategy in futures. However, if you go to the settings, this is a block 1 module brings the algo controls where you can key in your API key, API secret key, strategy name, what symbol that you want to use it as an underlying, because based on the underlying only option symbols will be selected. So you know what expiry you want to fire, 22 Jan. This 22 Jan, right? It is basically, let's say I'll try to pull up some sample option format. So I'll go and select the option format over here. I'll go to Algomojo. I'll bring something like a Bank Nifty 38,400 C. Okay. So this is like a monthly contract. Monthly contract, it is like 22 Jan, right? So monthly contract, it is 22 Jan is the expiry date. So if you could, let me add the code here. So if you could see here, Bank Nifty is the symbol, 22 Jan is the expiry contract. So that expiry contract, the name is what we have to bring it over here. Next one is what? Next one is the strike price and then a call option or put option type basically. If in case if you want to trade a weekly option, you can still do a weekly option also. Let's say next coming week, like we are having 22 probably. 22 is what? 22 is more of an year, and then one is more of an one is more of a what? One is more of an month over here, and then a date. So that likewise we can go and get those values over here. Accordingly, we'll be able to go and get those details. So for that particular month, for that particular contract. So in that case, these kind of things, I have to copy the month, date, and year is what I have to copy it, and then I have to key in those values over here. This value is what I have to key in over here as well. If it is monthly, you can simply leave it like 22 Jan. So monthly format of fire symbol is different. Weekly FYERS symbol format is different. Accordingly, you have to copy and get those expiry dates, right? And then strike interval, you know, like the difference between minimal strike interval for Bank Nifty is 100. For lot sizes is like 25. So you can set how many lots you want to trade, and you can enable the algo. I'm enabling over here. Now, once all those settings are done, it's a very similar procedure. Go and enable the algo. Go and do that very similar placeholder. The placeholder format is more or less similar. So if you don't know, you're already having it, you can copy it from there also. Copy it and bring it over here. You can say like FYERS options automation. Options automation. That way, if any buy signal is happening, it will buy a long call. It will buy a long call over here. It will close the long put. It will say like close entry, order long put. It will close the previous long put. If long put exists. If long put doesn't exist, automatically it will not get closed. right? And similarly, if you are carry forwarding the strategy, obviously you should go to the settings and ensure that you're doing the backtesting controls. Before starting of the day itself, you have to go and set the backtesting control, as I earlier said. So it's a one-time thing, right? So that way you have to implement any kind of strategies. Using the sample code, you can connect and you can create your own strategies. All you have to do is you have to understand how the block 1, block 2, block 3 comes around. As I said, block 1, it deals with what? Order controls. And block 2, it also deals with how to build that option strategies. And then block 1 module is done. Block 2 is all about backtesting control, which is quite very same. This is the same thing we are using in most of our modules. And then block 3 is something like, so block 3, we are having an order controls over here. That's API configuration. So this is what the block 3 is all about. Block 3. After your strategy, you have to start with a block 3, one in case of options. And then once block 3 is done, finally we go for an execution controls. That's a block 4 module. And this is very common for all the strategies. You come up with any strategy, this block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4 are quite common. Maybe the block 4 only changes according to your requirement, right? So block 4, it's going to be slightly changing because different traders have different styles of execution. So obviously block 4 is going to change slightly a bit. If you're a Pine script coder, you know how to figure it out, how to send what kind of orders you want to send when buy signal is coming in. Then what do you want to transmit, whether you want to transmit a long call, whether you want to do a long put, or you want to do an exit call or exit put, what exactly you want to do. Accordingly, one can use those things. So this is the only thing which is going to be a little bit of customization is required for the traders. So if you are coming up with your strategy, I can help you out, or my team can helping you out in configuring this block 4 mechanism, right? Otherwise, once it's a set and forget kind of things. So set it, and then only thing is like every expiry, once expiry is done, you just go and change the expiry. So maybe January expiry is over, you just go and do the February and create one more alert. So that way you can able to start trading with February alerts. Whatever the entry and exit, you'll be able to see that when buy signal is happening, what long call is taken and what exit put has been punched. But by that time, what long call it should punch, which put it should exit, because it has to close the previous put and then you have to take a new call, right? So that will be automatically done over here by this particular module. So signal will be coming in futures and execution can happen. Or if you want to trade in spot, you can still, what you can do here is you can use underlying as a spot. You can use underlying as a futures also, and accordingly can do it. Like you can go and change the underlying. Let's say you want to use instead of spot, you want to use futures as an underlying. Totally possible from here. Or you can also trade from spot also. So you can trade from spot also, Bank Nifty. So signal will be coming in spot, but execution will happen still in options. That way it's totally a possible criteria from here. So futures to options, you can do it. Futures to futures, you can do it. So all sort of possible combinations, you can do it. Analysis will be, if you want to run in futures, you can run in futures. If you run in spot, you can run it in spot.
Yeah. So Balakrishnan is asking, how can we generate signals for super trend without waiting for the candle close condition?
Yes, there is a way in TradingView you can do that. That is more to do with Pine script coding. I'll explain. So it's all about TradingView strategies, right? TradingView entry is all about is there. So by default, if you're not specifying, it's going to take a market order. Market order in TradingView always fires at the end of the candle. Or if you want to execute at the close of the candle, at the top, right, you can always have an process order underscore close equal to true. This will always fires order at the end of the candle. Or if you're not specifying this value, always next bar open only, always market order will get triggered. If in case, if you want to trigger an real-time orders, like touch of the level, you want an order, you have to always place a limit order. So from strategy.entry, there is a provision to keep an limit orders. You can set the limit, target, stop loss, all those things you can keep it. All those things are like touch of the level. When the level is getting touched, orders will be immediately sent. It will be instant. So it will not wait for the candle to close. So you have to work on those kind of orders. In that case, it is possible. So you can trail your stop loss. All those things are possible with strategy orders. So you have to explore on how to use a limit orders, how to use a stop loss orders in PineScript coding. So once that coding, finally you can connect with the long call or long put, or finally you can connect with long call, long put, or exit call or exit put. It's gonna send those relevant message. What do you want to do when that level is touching? Do you want to buy a call, or do you want to exit the put, or you want to exit the call or exit the put? Accordingly, you code it, you'll be able to make it out. And or if you are facing issues, you can always connect with the Algomojo team. They will be helping you out in sorting out the issues that you're facing while you're doing an automation.
Is there any strategy available to trade in option using spot price signal?
Of course, this is a module. I said, like, this is a module which you can use it in spot. Signals will be coming in spot, but execution will happening in futures. So morning, I've been trying to test this out. So morning, if I go and see that the orders are getting punched in options. So I go to the order book.
Even you can do the pair trading with the one symbol.
You can do pair trading also. Absolutely. Yeah. It's possible. You can do pair trading. You can do multi-leg option execution from Tradingview itself.
Yes.
The thing is, like, when it comes to options, you need to know what type of order you want to punch. Let's say, for example, option here by default, it is 0, means it is at the money order. If I go positive number, if I'm putting positive number, right, it's going to take an out of the money options, right? So if you want to trade out of money options, you can put +2, or if you want to trade in the money option, 2 strike wide, I can do -2. So this will -2 will point out to the in the money options automatically. So by that time, when the signal is happening, what orders recently got punched, you'll be able to see it from here. What recent order got entered, exited. So all those things you'll be able to see it from here. So the offset is the key here. Offset is the key here, because the Algomojo supports kind of an all these things are configured. All these calculations are done internally in the coding level itself. So if in case if you want to know about how you are deriving this symbol, all these symbols are derived by doing some minimal string operations. So it's part of the code over here. So you can start using it, and you can bring any multiple legs of execution. You want to build a straddle, strangle, butterfly, all those things, anything is possible, right? So iron condors, multi-leg options are possible from TradingView. The only thing is analysis will be done either in spot or in futures, but execution will happen in options. So more and more tutorials we are writing up. So this is a finalized module. We are launching it after a proper testing. So you can go and get your hands-on experience. If you're already a PineScript coder, definitely you will love this code. I'm sure most of the coding that we are releasing are open source code. Anybody can take the code, test the code, they can modify it, they can build the code on top of that. So that one another way, it had solved plenty of programmers' experience. Even non-programmers also, they are able to easily integrate their strategies. If in case still they are facing difficulties, our support team is there on top of that to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone is asking which one is better compared to coding related stuff, Amibroker or TradingView?
See, both are easy to learn. And the only thing is, like, Amibroker, if you want to run a scanner, right? So scanning based automation is possible in Amibroker, whereas in TradingView, there is no ready-made scanners. Or if you want to create a more, your execution process itself slightly complex, such kind of complex execution process can be, as of now, it is possible with Amibroker. TradingView, as of now, you can run only market orders. But we're also trying to create various intelligent execution mechanism. In the future, we already started working towards that, where any of the users, they can directly, in the future, they'll be able to access more and more interesting execution algorithms. They can connect. Right now, only market orders are possible. Whereas if you want to execute limit orders or any style of orders, right, then Amibroker is what very much a better tool. Or you want to frequently check whether order is getting triggered or not, that kind of conditional checks you want to do, then Amibroker is better. Scanning based execution, Amibroker is better. But otherwise, if you are looking for like minimal interface, my execution is very simple: buy and sell. When buy is coming, I want to send a buy order. When sell is coming, I want to send a sell order. For those kind of users, TradingView is the best place to start. And particularly if you're having a family accounts, you want to manage family accounts, TradingView is very easy to manage. In Amibroker also possible, but then you have to do some sort of development effort over there. But in TradingView, it's very easy. So you just enter the API key, API secret key, click and create, and then that's it, it's done. And rest is like, it's all about monitoring the order logs and alert logs and ensure that everything is running smooth. That's all about. So I would say, like, if you're a beginner, it's good to start with Tradingview because you don't need to pay for data. When it comes to Amibroker, some sort of you have to spend for data. Maybe you have to host it in a server sometimes. If you want to run it 24/7, you have to run it in some sort of an Amazon servers or some Google Cloud servers. You may have to host it in a server, or you can run it in your desktop also. But more or less, some people prefer desktop. Some people prefer using it in their own VPS. That way, that cost will not be there. You don't have an upfront data cost. You don't have an infra cost like running in a servers because it's already running in the cloud. The trading is running in the cloud. So beginners, it's good to trade with the Tradingview. Maybe if you want more sophisticated controls, or if you're already a great fan of Amibroker like me, I would like to run more in Amibroker interface. Right? So you want to create more complex controls. That's totally possible with Amibroker. It doesn't matter whatever the strategy you're creating and whatever strategy you're creating in Amibroker. If the strategy is going to be the same, it's just going to be the same only, right? It's not going to be different. Speed-wise, more or less, it's going to be the same speed only you're going to experience. It doesn't matter whether it is Tradingview or Amibroker or Excel. Calling an API is calling an API. It doesn't matter from where you're calling.
All right. Yeah. So Karan is asking, will it work with stocks from screener or from the charting?
In Amibroker?
No. He want to know that this bridge will work with the screeners which charting provides?
Charting, charting right now, there is a middleware which requires a developing. So we are trying to develop with Microsoft Power Automation, where something like we are trying to build a connectivity over here. It's kind of a matter of a time effort. Something like charting. I'm already testing charting over here. So charting right now, what they're offering is like from Chart Inc. They're offering alerts, right? Alerts they're sending through webhooks, alerts. So this, we need to capture it in probably two ways we can do it. One is we can use AWS Lambda, so which is more of a Python, or we can also use another way which uses Python. In AWS Lambda, we have to deploy using Python. So if you're a Python user, you can connect charting with Python, and from Python, you can route it to Algomojo. Or if you're a developer, this is for developers, mostly developers. Okay, if you're a non-coder or you don't want to mess up with your coding, what one can do is they can use something called Microsoft Power Automation. I'm also slowly creating a lot of tutorials on that Power Automation, but that, let me tell you, that is going to be the future. Microsoft Power Automation. You can connect what are the alerts coming from charting, you can receive in Microsoft Power Automation, and you can instantly transmit to Algomojo without any coding. Right? It's not even a single piece of coding. You can do that. So absolutely no coding is required. It's a no-code solution. Whereas this is more for developers. This is more for built for developers. So this way you can automate it. Anyways, very soon we'll be coming up with the charting because significant users are there with charting as well. All I need is like, I need to find some time to solve this. It's a matter of time that we could crack this. Not a big deal. So we need to figure out a secure framework so that users can securely they start automating their own trading ideas, because it's easy to create and charting alerts. We are well aware about that. Very soon we'll be launching a kind of a process. So all those processes, any new features or additions are coming in, you can always go to Algomojo blog, and from the Algomojo blog, all those recent updates are available here. Totally, it is where you can go and read about latest modules that any new modules that we are launching. It will be available always under the blog section. Yeah.
All right. So we'll take last question. Yeah, so can we implement the strategy on entire basket, say Nifty 50, without creating alerts separately?
That is possible in Amibroker, but whereas in Tradingview, each and every symbol you have to go and create alert manually. There is no one-click solution to that. There is a stock screener section which is available. From here also you can do that, but pine strip coding is not available. This is more of a ready-made strategy. From this ready-made strategy, you can configure it and you can transmit those alerts. That is possible here. Let's say something like Nifty 50 basket you want to create. I think probably can go and select the exchange that you want. So India. So, and then you can also go and create you can create filters. There you can select whatever the sector level things. Right? From here, you can go and create those alerts. That is totally possible, but this is not an efficient mechanism here. All these are ready-made filters. So ready-made strategy automations are possible, like simple MACD crossover. But if you are looking for your own design, your own strategy with target, stop loss, all those kind of complex mechanism, then coding is the only solution in TradingView as of now. Right? In TradingView screener-based automation, you can build, but you have to rely more on PineScript-based coding. Right, so it's all on it has to be solved with a coding level. You can solve it. It is possible. What you are asking is possible, but it is more of a coding effort. You can build the entire screener in the PineScript itself, but I would say like that is not an efficient mechanism. As of now, it is not an efficient mechanism. Maybe in the future, maybe it could be, but as of now, I would say like instead one should go for Amibroker. When these kind of conditions are there, when you want to run scanning based automation, it's highly recommended to start with Amibroker. PineScript possible, but as I said, it's like a lot of coding effort. A lot of screener based PineScripts are also available under the indicator section. So you can just Google TradingView PineScript, right, and screeners. You can get some ready-made screener, which is a PineScript, right? So even there is a simple custom screener in PineScript. It's code. Using this, you can screen it. You can see the buy and sell alerts. That buy and sell alert, you can use strategy to automate it. But you cannot backtest it, but you can automate it. That automation is totally possible here, right? So that is totally possible. Yeah, anyways, it's not a proper solution, by the way. It's a kind of a workaround only.
All right.
Yeah.
With that said, I thank you, Rajendran, for showing us the platform. And I hope our audience find this webinar helpful, and we wish the Algomojo platform will help you bring that kind of edge in your trading.
Maybe if some other time permits, we'll try to do some other sessions on Excel or Python.
Even Ninja Trader, we have seen some queries about Ninja.
So we can do that, like maybe some other session we can try to take those other questions. I particularly interested in Excel and Google spreadsheet based automations, because a lot of users, right, they are already in FYERS. I had seen a lot of users, they started already building with Excel based. Already many users, they had collaborated with us for Google spreadsheet based automation. Like if you're a very interesting user base that you have.
Definitely, we'll love to plan another session.
Sure.
Yeah. So in case you have any queries, guys, so you can reach out to us. We'll try to resolve it, or you can write to support@algomojo.in to get your query resolved. Well, that's it from our side. Thank you and happy weekend, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Shubham, for once again for providing me a wonderful opportunity. And thank you once again.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.